What's up, guys? My name is. No, I'm just kidding, guys. My name is Snoop, and today I want to talk to you guys about sponsorships and pretty much how they work. So, currently, right now, I'm sponsored by Boss Boxes, as you guys saw, and I'm sponsored by Cinch Gaming and No Scope Glasses and Grub Grips. I just said "and" a lot of times, so yeah, I'm sponsored by those guys. And what I want you guys to understand is this. So I know some people think that, because I have some friends that are trying to start doing YouTube, and they're talking about like getting sponsorships and things like that. But I'm trying to like explain to them pretty much how these things work. So some of them think that pretty much, okay, if you get sponsored, you just get a whole bunch of free stuff. And for some companies that is the case, but for most companies it's not. You just don't get sponsored and get free stuff. Now I know, like, for some companies, like, okay, let's see if you see somebody getting sponsored on YouTube and they have like this humongous like unboxing of like a whole bunch of the products. And the way that this works is, for you to actually acquire free things, people have to use your discount code. That is why we have a discount code. So if people use your discount code multiple times, that money that they lost add ups and just adds up to eventually it'll let you use free things like this. I know for a fact that this works very well with Cinch. If multiple people use your code, then you get different prizes. So let's say if just like a couple people use your code, then maybe you can get like a sticker or just something like that. But like if a lot of people use your code, you can get like controllers and backpacks, so things like that. So if you actually want to get free things, people have to use your code. That is why the advertising comes in. Now I'll point that out in just a second. Advertising is one of the main reasons why companies sponsor, so they can get advertised. Free advertisement is the best kind of advertisement. Okay, so just think about this. Just think about if a lot of people were just shouting you out on their YouTube channel, on their Twitter, things like that. That's a lot of publicity for you. And so let's think of it like this. You are shouting out a company. That's publicity for the company, getting the company more known, getting the company more sales, things like that. So you really have to understand that the reason why why they sponsor you is pretty much for advertisement. And I know you're thinking, oh man, I don't want to be nobody's little advertisement, I don't want to help, but to be honest, this is actually all really good, because it's pretty much like you scratch their back and they'll scratch your back. You help them out with some advertisement and then you're gonna get some free stuff eventually. So it's pretty much like a win-win. They get advertised and you get free stuff. And I know you guys like free stuff, so you really gotta understand. So that's just kind of the way sponsorships work. And some sponsors actually pay you, like Scuff Gaming. That is one I know that they pay you. Like if you notice, like the professional Call of Duty players, or like FaZe and Optic, all those guys, they all use Scuff because they're sponsored by Scuff. They even have their own custom controllers. And what they do is, if you notice, like in the description of each one of their videos, you go down there and it's like, oh, use this code for 5% off Scuff. That there is advertisement, So like, okay, like every day on Twitter, I know like FaZe Censor, like he tweets out something about Scuff, and every time he tweets out something, he gets paid for that. So he tweets out like once a day, he gets paid for that advertisement, because you guys know FaZe Censor has a really big following. So yeah, he's getting paid every time they tweets out like, oh yeah, do this for Scuff or whatever. So these companies really, really enjoy advertisement, and as you would know, the companies that have the most advertisement always do the best. So let's say, for instance, a Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. There are a lot of Coca-Cola commercials, that, the little polar bear, but there are a lot more Pepsi commercials, as you guys notice. Like with the Pepsi, like there's always things like, like you open up the bottle and on the bottom of it, maybe you can get, a prize to go to a concert. Like, yeah, I've seen that one before. That's advertising. Coca-Cola, they really only show their commercials every once in a while. Like, you'll mainly see it on like YouTube or something. Coca-Cola commercials, you may see them on YouTube, like a YouTube ad. With Pepsi spends more money into their advertisements, so you see them on TV, YouTube, everywhere. So that's pretty much how they work. The more advertisement you have, the more publicity you get, the more sales you get, then the happier the company will be. Now, if you are sponsored by the company, if they're happy, you better know that you're gonna be happy pretty soon, because if you scratch their back, they're gonna scratch your back. Okay, and I'm saying this metaphorically speaking. So if you advertise them, then they'll throw something back at you. Like I know my company, not my company, but one of my sponsorships, Boss Boxes. Every time that I tweet something out about them, they'll always favorite it. And if anybody goes into like the Boss Boxes Twitter page and they see their favorites, oh, they'll see me. So pretty much I advertise them, they favorite it, and maybe somebody comes along and checks me out. So honestly, it's a win-win for everybody, and that's how these sponsorships work. Now, let me tell you something about discount codes. This is one of the biggest things. The discount code, yeah, it's cool. You get the 5% off or 15, however much you get off that company wants. But what you have to understand is some companies actually give you that 5%, like Scuff does. Scuff, if someone uses that 5% off code, that money actually goes to you. But I don't think that does not work with Cinch though. But like for Scuff, the money will go to you. So for some companies, if people use a discount code, you will get the money. For some companies, you don't. But either way, it is advertisement. You know, if somebody used your code, you have been advertised and the company has been advertised at the exact same time. And that's what helps you grow and the company grow. Advertisement. It's all about advertisement. So that's pretty much how sponsorships work. And I hope that I made some kind of sense for you guys. I'm not really too sure. And yeah, go ahead and press the like button and tell me down in the description below what you think about this whole sponsorship deal, things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for you today. And either way, guys, I'm Snoop and I'm out. Peace.